Well, how about that, guys? Gold decided we're no longer messing around. We're getting out of here. We're going full bullish. I didn't see it coming, but I'm glad the bulls are able to pull this off. How did we get here? Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. So the vertical bars last time we checked in, and we were looking for a back test and a hold of the 1326 support. That is the ideal scenario. We didn't get that, but you know what we got instead? A perfect test of that EMA 12 support. So if you have no psychological level or no key level, like a 1326 support could have been, you always still have your EMA moving averages. I like the 12 and 26. They seem to work out pretty well for me across all commodities and platforms, and I stick to those pretty well. In this case, on the 4-hour time frame, we come down, get a perfect test of our EMA 12 before the bulls just take right off and climb. Currently sitting at 1343, and wow, are they strong. On the hourly time frame, we can see that we got a little sideways movement here, some consolidation, and then in the last hour we're doing another burst for a little bit of a leg up here. So at this point, we've crushed our 1326 resistance, and we need to go back and take a look on the big time frames, get a big picture idea of where we're heading and what we might do. So what I want to do is go to the monthly time frame here. I'm going to get rid of my vertical bar for the rest of this talk, and we're going to talk about some key levels and what's going on. So we are in a monthly equilibrium. So here's our low, we get a high, higher low, lower high, higher low, you get the idea, and eventually things tighten up. So right now, we are careening heavily toward this new high, 1366. So for this equilibrium to continue, what we need to do is get up as close to that level as possible before pulling back and coming down. Now, if that happens, and this has been the pattern so far, so the longer trends stay intact, the more likely they are to repeat and continue. If that does happen, we'll come back down and we'll get into the area of, say, 1180. Now, that's not necessarily going to happen. We can only speculate on trends, as can anyone who is doing technical analysis, and we use the information that we have to make plans and adjust those plans. And that is the beauty of technical analysis. So, monthly equilibrium, we're doing very well in this month thus far, but for bulls and bears to continue this equilibrium game, we need to see a lower high form somewhere under 1366. If we get a break of 1366, then that is very good for long-term bulls to the upside. We would need to see some monthly consolidation because it's been quite a run here. But that is what long-term bulls will be looking for. Equilibrium players would want to stay under 1366, form a new lower high, and then come back down. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to be waiting and seeing if we get any signs of reversal. Something under 1366, we're going to react to that level. On the weekly time frame, just another image of the same sort of pattern. Here's that big drop down, equilibrium into a drop. We get our low, start climbing back up, periods of consolidations and rest. And here we are in this week, big move to the upside. RSI 74, overextended. We need to consolidate a little bit. So we should not be afraid of seeing some more sideways movement or even a little bit of downside movement before bulls come and take another crack up at this 1366 level. So summary, takeaway picture, monthly equilibrium. We want to see a lower high under 1366. We're getting very close to it. We're going to look for signs of reversal, and that's what we're going to be paying attention to. If we get over 1366, great for long-term bulls. We will look for continuation. That's it for today. Exciting times in gold. I'm pretty curious to see what's going to happen here over the next couple weeks and months. So I'll be covering it, and thank you for tuning in.